name is Mpomwe. I am from Johannesburg. Well, I was born in Johannesburg, Katle home, and then our other home is in Leondale. Both are in the East Rand in Johannesburg, the East Rand of Gauteng. I came to Grahamstown in 2009 as a student at Rhodes University, and then I ended up working for Capitec Bank in Grahamstown, as well as Umtati Training Project. I was approached by UNEFCOC Sarah Batman region here in Grahamstown to assist in re-establishing the structures at corner, because basically they provide business support services, and I was asked to be General Secretary at PA. Ever since then I started as a spaza shop owner in Joza location at Jazz Corner. Many of those who've been around those areas will recognize me from that shop. And then I moved here around March this year, and I decided, how about we open an internet cafe for the location? Because we've realized that there's a lack of that type of service in the entire location within Grahamstown. So we realized that, why is it that the local community here is being denied and deprived of such a service? Because at the end of the day, already we are being deprivated by a lack of income as per se, and even the way our income goes, we're not very well. Yes, we're struggling to access certain resources that are available to the town in Grahamstown. So basically, the internet cafe was decided that we register it under a cooperative that I registered with 7 members in it. I'm one of the directors of the cooperative, and that is part of the job with the work that I do here in Grahamstown as well. I do company registrations and close cooperation, primary cooperatives, all of that. So I do incorporation services, I do business support services, and then I also run this internet cafe, and we've also recently opened eKasi Chips as a complement to the eKasi Internet Cafe. Basically, we also sell chips and rations to the local community at a very affordable price. If you're more than welcome to come taste our chips. They're very good and they're very delicious. This is feedback from the community members, by the way. But the initial idea and the dream is that we can provide ease of access to information, especially information to the local community, because we've noticed that the local community, especially the location and the townships, have a very, very bad lack of access to information technology resources. People are struggling to print, people are struggling to go into the internet to Google what they need to. People are struggling to type their CVs because those resources are not available to them readily and at hand, which is the whole idea of this internet cafe. We are looking to expand into the further parts of deeper into Joza location as soon as we feel that now this is really for that type of expansion. The idea is eventually we will also start introducing things like extra lessons for computer literacy. We've already started notifying some community members which is what we want to do here. But the whole idea is that the community as a whole will be provided with access to information at a faster pace, which will then give them a bit more of a competitive edge against their other more advantaged counterparts. Basically, our internet service provider is Telkom. The printers and all those are from Kulekani. Kulekani General Dealers is a primary cooperative registered with 7 members. We've got 7 members within the cooperative and 3 directors. We've just recently added a new member, which is something that we're still going to discuss at one of our board meetings within the next 2 weeks, because she just recently joined into the cooperative. But otherwise, so far we've registered, we've got 7 members. It's all registered. We've got our registration certificates, which we placed up on the wall to show that this is a legally operating entity. Now, as you are asking the benefit to the community, one of the the ideas was that we want to provide affordable internet and printing services to the community. Because we've realized that now for community members, they need to go to town, which costs them 20 rand return trip, just to go to town to go and access these services. And then on top of that, when they arrive there, they still need to fork out money to pay for those services. Whereas now, at least when we're here in the location, it's more convenient for them, because then all they just do, they come here, they don't have to pay for any transport fees. And our fees are competitive with the other internet cafe providers in town. We ensured that so that we do not disadvantage. We could have placed a higher price, but we realized that then we're not giving back to the community. Now, the overall objective is that we want to provide some sort of skills training to the community in terms of computer usage and basic computer literacy, which is a plan that we will be rolling out within the next month or two. We're currently busy fixing up one of our locations to actually now be able to facilitate that. But in the time being, our plan is that we'll use our current facilities to actually enable us to do that, where community members will be provided with an opportunity to come in at a small fee, 50 rand per hour, whereby a person will be given the opportunity to teach them how to use a computer. We'll start from scratch as to where you switch on the computer, the different components of the computer. Then we move on into the operating system, the hardware, the software, with the different types of software that is available, how we're going to use that software, how it enables them to actually perform the activities that they need to use on the computer. And then we'll also give them basics like word processing, how to type a document, how to access that document, how to save it, how to delete it, how to edit that document. That will be in the early stages, and then as time goes on, we'll become more advanced, because currently we already contacted CETA so that we can get accreditation, whereby then after we get accreditation, we'll be able to provide full out qualifications to people that have attended these courses. But again, that is a step-by-step process. We need to start with assessing how our initial skills provision programs will work, and then from there we'll move on forward. We don't necessarily have a deal with Telkom. We use the normal services like everyone else. We've been trying to reach out to Telkom so that we can come and form some sort of a partnership with them to better expand this idea. Especially now we're thinking about the fact that we want to offer free Wi-Fi to the community. But now, in order for us to be able to do that, we need some kind of a partnership with Telkom that will allow us to provide that type of service. For now, we do give some Wi-Fi services to individuals, maybe to update their phones, or if someone comes with their laptop and they need to update their software on their laptop. But now we're also looking to, an idea was given to me by a friend of mine a couple of days ago, whereby we're suggesting that how about we use the Wi-Fi service as a complement to the chips business, whereby if you buy maybe a certain amount of chips, then they get to use free Wi-Fi for a certain period of time. But that is something that we will implement as gradually as we're moving along. But those are part of our plans, and then eventually we will start offering free Wi-Fi to the community as a whole. But again, as we said, it is something that is in the near future. Basically, what our hopes and wishes are that we get more recognition and support from the community and from businesses in around Grahamstown, because we are looking to expand what we're doing. We're looking to purchase more computers, we're looking to purchase more advanced hardware, so that even the service provision that we provide to the community will be slightly more advanced. But all of that will come in due course, and we believe that it will happen, because from where we started to where we are now, it is living proof that it is possible and it will happen. It's just a matter of time, and it's a matter of that hard work and putting in the hours. So yes, it will happen.